Hi guys, this is Divanshu from Team Scrapingdog, and in this quick tutorial we'll be learning an automation like this. To summarize web pages and scale, we would be using Scrapingdog's AI with Scraping API. The database we would be using is Google Sheets, on which on the column A we would have all the URLs for which we want summary, and in the column B, in respective cell, we will take summaries of each page. For applying Scrapingdog's API to our automation, we would test it, and simply to test it you need to sign up for the Scrapingdog API. You get 1000 free credits. When you sign up you would see something like this is the dashboard of Scrapingdog, and from here you can test your API. As you can see, we have a lot of web scrapers on the left side. We have to go to general web scraper. Over here you need to put the URL for which you want the summary for, and in the AI query we would put our prompt. So let's put a URL over here. I am copy pasting this URL. So this is my prompt. I have written that you need to give me the summary of this URL in JSON, and let's click try it. So as you can see that we have got the JSON response in which we only have one data point, and the API has given us the summary of this particular web page. Advantage of using this particular API is that you don't need an extra modern to call AI. There is an inbuilt AI in this particular API, so you only need to give it a prompt. Now since we have already tested this API, it's time to use this API in our workflow. Let's head back to our workflow. So our workflow starts from a trigger. Let's say we want our workflow to run at 8 a.m. every day. This workflow then gets web pages from list. It gets rows from column A. So this workflow gets all the columns from this particular row. Then it passes all those rows to our AI web scraper. So you need to add your endpoint here, and then some of the query parameters that we need to send our API key, which you get from your dashboard when you sign up. So from my dashboard you can see you get your API key from here. You need to copy it from here. After API key you need to put in the URL parameter, and this is the URL I'm taking from my Google Sheet, and the AI query, the AI underscore query, which is this is the prompt that you give to the API, which I have given over here. You can see that we have given the AI query now over here, and you can give the same to our automation through this parameter. Then we have AI underscore expect underscore rules. These are the output format that you want your API to respond in. So this is the output format I want my API to respond in. This is a JSON format again. And then finally, all the summary gets updated back to my Google Sheet, which is in the column B, and it gets updated in the respective cell every time it is updated. Okay, now let's run this whole automation and see how our sheet gets updated with the summary. Click the execute workflow here. So you can see that our automation has already started summarizing web pages, and I'll pause the video until our own automation runs. So you can see that our automation has run successfully, and in the Google Sheet, we can see that we have summary of each web page. So this way you can summarize web pages at a scale, and you can also get title and meta description for each page. And then you have to change some ROMs in the AI web scraper, and you can easily get any other data that you get from web pages. And if you want blueprint for this automation, I would link that in the description section of my YouTube video, or if you're watching this on LinkedIn, I would pin that on the comment. And if you need public data at scale, you can use the scraping API from Scrapingdog. Again, we do have an AI web scraping API that you can use to extract particular data from web pages. If you want to know more about all the parameters, you can read the documentation for the particular API you want to use. We have many APIs. We do have Google APIs, we have Facebook API, we have Instagram API. And if you need any help from us to integrate the Scrapingdog API into your workflow, do reach out to us on info@scrapingdog.com. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.